I'm going to make Bearnaise sauce using 7 eggs, using salt, using black pepper, and I'm using estragon. And melted the butter, about 75 grams of melted butter. I will also use a little bit of cream, and of course a little bit taste of lemon. First we're starting with separating eggs and the white, or the yellow, or the yolk and the white. Just make sure that you get all the egg white out. You can't be 100% sure that you get everything out, that is. You never can guarantee that, but it works good. And to make a Bearnaise sauce, the proper way to do it, you have a pot, a big pot, and you have water in it. You're boiling the water. You have a smaller pot inside that pot, and you make sure that the smaller pot never gets hotter than 40 degrees. Then you have the small pot inside that water, and you're whipping and whipping and whipping and whipping until you can turn the pot upside down and the egg is not running out. Two more eggs to go. So now just make sure that we mix it well. We do not add anything into that now. You just need to melt this butter so it can cool down a little bit. So now I put a plate on. See if I need to have it more heat on it. But now we are just going to can put a little bit more on. Just going to whip the egg. The butter is already melted. I don't do exactly after the recipe. I've been doing this so many times, so I have learned my own way to do it. So we just need to whip the egg the whole time, and we don't use anything else but egg yolk. We don't use any mayonnaise or anything except what I showed you now, what we're going to use. And it's very important to stir this around properly. You can't leave it. And this sauce can't boil, because if it's boiling it will separate. Egg yolk and butter, the fat didn't get too hot, we make it to separate, and then the sauce turn suddenly green. No warnings, you just turn green. But it's easy to fix. Take it off the plate, add 2 tablespoons of cold water, and whip it back up, then it's okay again. And never losing the taste. Just the color if you're separating. But that is also something you will learn after a while. You're doing this a couple of times, then you know how to do it. So now you can see, you can turn yours upside down. Now I will add the butter. And now you can see how it actually wants to try to separate. That means it's too hot. Then I need to cool it down a little bit, turn this down. You can see it's back to stiffness. Just a little bit more in the plate. Then I will add the cream. Then I just need to feel how the sauce will be with the cream. Just mix it in carefully. And this sauce needs to be a little bit thick. This is a sauce that needs to be thick. I don't know why, but that is how the original recipe is. So onto the plate again. To get up to the stiffness. And I just want to add a little bit more heat on the plate. Because now the cream was a little bit cold, so cool down the whole thing, and we need to warm it up again. Not too quick, but we need to warm it up so we can start getting thick again. And this sauce, when you first made it, you can set it aside. Then you can warm it up again later on, but remember, do not let it boil. Because in that moment it starts boiling, it will separate. And if you don't know, like I did the first time, when it separated, I was like, oh, now I need to start all over. Then I was reading a little bit more about it and found out that I can just add 2 tablespoons of cold water. Then I could whip it up, and then it was normal again. So that time I throw away 7 eggs. And you know, cream, when you're using cream, it also, cream has also tendencies to get stiff or thicker, not stiff but thicker. We just wait till this be warm enough to start get thick. So you can see now how it start to get thick. It is even further to go to make it really thick, because you should be able to turn the pot upside down before you add the butter. And the way I do it, I take it on and off the plate, so it's not going to be fried instead of just warmed up. Because when you start frying, then you need to start all over. Then the sauce is damaged. And you spoil the whole sauce. It is important that you continue whipping the whole time and make sure that it's never boiled. As I said, when you start boiling and you have a fat in, then it will separate. There's no doubt about it. It will separate. Now before I have the butter in, and you can't use oil to this, you need to use the butter. Then you're just whipping and whipping and whipping and whipping until you are happy with the consistency of your sauce. So when I add the butter, the butter later on, then I'm just halfway making the sauce. So now we start to be finished here. Just turn the pot around like that, because then it gets coming from all angles. So then it should actually be finished, except I need to put the spice in. I need a little bit of salt. I need estragon, about that much. Yeah, we can take a little bit more. So, yeah, we can take a little bit more also. So, okay now. Turn the plate off, so I take a time before it gets cold, so I just need to be careful. Then I add lemon juice. A little bit lemon juice. Then I just stir around. Then I will taste. A little bit more lemon juice. And I've emptied that one. I hope it's enough. It's perfect. That is perfect. You can have a little bit more extra one, it doesn't matter. So. So. It looks good. Then I can put that aside.